Good morning, students. Let us do some more sums on arithmetic progression, where you need only these two formulas for an and Sn. You remember those two formulas? Let us continue doing sums. Read this. The sum of first n terms is Sn of an arithmetic progression is given by this much. So Sn is given by 4n square plus n. Right? Next, find the first term and the common difference. So they are asking first term equal to how much and common difference equal to how much. B, find an expression for the nth term, means an equal to how much they are asking. So let us do the a bit first. I know if I take n equal to 1, what will I get? S1 is nothing but only a1 term. When it is S1 means you are adding only one term, which is A1. So that is equal to, put n equal to 1 here, how much you get? 5. So that is your A1. Now if you put n equal to 2, how much you get? S2. S2 means how many terms are you adding? A1 plus A2. Which how much you get? Put n equal to 2 in this. 2 square into 4 plus 2, 18 you get. A1 is 5, place A1 equal to 5 in this, you get A2 to be 18 minus 5, 13. Now what is the difference? Difference is nothing but A2 minus A1, which is 8. So we found A1 and D. They are asking formula for AN. AN formula is A1 plus n minus 1 into D. In place of A1, what will I put? 5 plus n minus 1 into D. So which is equal to 5 plus 8n minus 8. So that is equal to 8n minus 3 is the formula for AN. Am I clear? This is how we need to do the sum. And one more thing which you need to know in AP, difference how do we get is always by second term minus the before term, or A3 minus A2, or A4 minus A3, or A5 minus A4, and so on. Always we subtract from the before term, not from the after term. This should be subtracted from the before term. Am I clear? Next sum you see here. Find the sum of all the integers between 100 and 300 that are multiples of 7. He has given us the word between, means 100 and 300 should not be included. The numbers between 100 and 300 we need to find out. So what is the first number between 100 and 300 divisible by 7? 101? No. 102? No. 103? No. 104? No. It starts from 105. And from back, 300 is not divisible by 7. 300 anyhow not included. 299, 298, 297, 296, 295, 294. So all this, what would be the next number? 112. What would be the next number? 119. So on and so forth. Why did I add 7 to it? If I add 7 only, then I get the next multiple of 7. So what is the difference here? 7. And what is this first one called? A1 equal to 105. And what else did I come to know? AN. Last value will be AN equal to 294. Are we clear? How did we get the information? Now sum of all the integers means Sn equal to question mark. That's what I need to find. Now what is the formula for Sn? N by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. What all do I have? I have a value, I have d value. If I know the value of n, I can place it in here and get the answer. What should I make use to get the value for n? I should make use of this one. What is an formula? A1 plus n minus 1 into d equal to 294. In place of a1 it is 105 plus n minus 1 into 7 equal to 294. So n minus 1 into 7 equal to 294 minus 105. Then 294 minus 105 you divide by 7. and then you send 1 to the other side. You will get the value for n to be 28. Are we clear? Now place this n value in this. So S28 now becomes 28 by 2 into 2a. So 2 into 105 plus 28 minus 1 is 27. D value is 7. So this place in calculator, you will get the answer to be 5586. So this is the answer. Are we clear? How are we doing all this kind of sums? Multiples of 7, so I took first multiple of 7 in between this, and from the behind also I took the multiple of 7. Then my difference should be 7, only then I get the next multiple of 7. So I got D, A1 and AN will be the last number. From this I got N, I placed in Sn to get the value for Sn. Is the sum clear enough? Now look at next sum. A circle is divided into sectors, means you consider the circle, they are divided into certain sectors. The sizes of the angles of sector are in AP. So the angles when they are divided, they are in AP. The angle of the largest sector is 7 times the angle of the smallest sector. That means it's being increased. And how many sectors are formed? It's not given. No, it's given 10 sectors. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Each sector should be little bit larger than the earlier one. Here not enough for me to show that information, but each sector has to be an increase of the earlier one. So here first angle is A1, next angle is A2, next angle is A3, so on up to A10. These are said to be in AP, it's given. Next, I know sum of all these angles should be how much? 360. So this 360 is nothing but my Sn. What is the value for n? S10. So S10 equal to 360. This is what you need to deduce first. Clear? And some other information is also given. The angle of the largest sector, which will be the largest in this? A10. So that A10 is 7 times the angle of the smallest. So 7 times, which is the smallest out of all this? A1. From this statement, I got this information. And since I know the complete angle is 360, I got this. Using these two, now I need to find angle of smallest sector is A1 equal to how much I need to find out. Is it clear enough? Now, A10 formula you apply. A1 plus, what is AN formula? A1 plus n minus 1 into D. In place of n, you put 10. So A1 plus 9D equal to 7A1. Send A1 that side, how much will it become? 6A1. Clear? Okay. Now here S10 formula you put. It becomes 10 by 2 into 2A. 2A plus, okay, let me write Sn equal to n by 2 into 2A plus n minus 1 into D. In place of n, what do you have? 10. So 2A plus 9D equal to how much is it given? 360. Clear? Now I can cancel out 0, 0. And in place of 9D, what can I write? I want to find the value of A1. So 9D I am replacing by 6A1. Fair enough, by 2 equal to 36. So 6A plus 2A is 8A by 2 equal to 36. This one goes by 4 times, this one goes 9 times. So my A value is 9. Is the sum clear? If you have got this idea, it is easy. Clear? Now look at next sum. The 10th term of an arithmetic progression is 3 times the third term. How do you show that statement in mathematical equation form? 10th term is nothing but a10, and 3 times the third term means 3 into third term is represented by a3. Clear? a10 equal to 3 times of third term is a3. Show that the sum of first 10 terms means S10 is 8 times the sum of first 3 terms means 8 times of S3. This is what we need to show. Am I clear? Now what can I do to this? I can apply the formula. A10 I can write A1 plus 9D, and A3 I can write A1 plus 2D. Simplify it, how much you get? 3A1 plus 6D. So take this A1 to the other side. So 9D equal to, and bring the 6D to this side. So 9D minus 6D equal to 3A minus A. So it is 3D equal to 2A is what we have with us now. Am I clear so far? Now, to prove this, as in case of trigonometry, we took LHS and we did. Let us try in the same way. So LHS is S10. What is the formula for S10? It is 10 by 2 into 2A plus 10 minus 1 is 9D. So it is 5 into 2A plus, or else in place of 2A what can I write? 3D. So it is 12 into 5 is 60D is my LHS. Are we clear? I just substituted in place of 2A 3D over here. In place of 2A I put 3D. Now I will take RHS. What is RHS? 8 into S3. In trigonometry I told RHS means right hand side, LHS means left hand side. 8 into S3 means 8 into S3 formula. 3 by 2 into 2A plus 3 minus 1 is 2D. So again this becomes 12. In place of 2A again I can put 3D plus 2D. Again 5D into 12 is 60D. So now LHS equal to RHS. So we proved it, hence proved. Am I clear? From the given thing, I got a relation between D and A. I used that relation to show left hand side equal to right hand side. That is what is the sum is all about. Are we clear with all these sums?